welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick update for you on, actually I feel like I'm really close. Let me zoom out a bit. That's a little bit better. All right, so today we have an update on my project pan that I've been doing. This was a collaboration with a whole bunch of YouTubers and Instagrammers as well. I will link the playlist down below. I don't even think the playlist was complete though, but there's a lot of people doing it. So if you just search for the 12 Pans of Christmas, which is the name of this collab, you will find everybody who is participating. But it's been about a month. We started it on November. We started it November 1st and it goes through January 1st. So this is basically for the rest of the year. So it's coinciding with my other project I have going on, which is my makeup use up for 2017. So I'm currently rushing to get all of these products used up because I have a ton of products in between the two projects that I'm still working on. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update on how I'm doing on this particular project. But real quick before we do that, I did want to welcome you if you are new to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and make sure you click that subscribe button down below if you want to see more content like this. But let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so as always, I like to start out with the products that I actually have finished up, and I do have a few that I've finished, so I want to talk about those first. The first one here is from Lancome. This is the Hypnose Drama Mascara. I thought this one would last me a little bit longer, but it started getting really dry and flaky under my eyes. So this is definitely done now, and I'm happy to have that out of my collection. This particular mascara I think is okay. It's not one that I would repurchase. I did get this one for free from, I think, either Gratis or Octoly. I honestly cannot remember. I know I've gotten some from both sources before. And it's one that I will use if I have it, but it's not one I would spend the money on because it is kind of expensive. So I definitely don't recommend this particular mascara. Next up, I have a foundation also from Lancome. This is the Taunt Idol Stick Foundation. I do have the shade here 210 Buff Neutral, and when I showed it to you guys originally, it was already to the point where it was flat and I was scooping it out. I do have a little tool that I use to scoop it out, which I found on Amazon. I'll link those below for you guys in case you're interested in that, because when you have these sticks, there's so much product inside. It's really important to find a tool that you can get in there and dig it out, because there's almost as much underneath as there is on top. So definitely do take the time to do that. But I did scrape this out. I'm going to show you guys a close up. All right, hopefully you can see in there. I scraped this baby out as much as I could. I got every last bit that I could out of there. And I love this foundation. I already have, I think, 2 backups of it. I did just mention this in my products, my most repurchased products video, which I'll link above, because this is something that I always have to have in my collection. As soon as I run out, I have another one immediately because it's the only thing I bring with me when I travel, and I just love this foundation. It is fantastic foundation. All right, and then the last thing I was able to finish up so far is this little mini size primer from Hourglass. This is the Veil Primer. I really liked this primer a lot. I even got in there and like scraped it out and got as much out as I could. It's a very hydrating primer, which has been really nice on my skin recently. Has been so dry. I've been trying to use a lot more hydrating products like this, and I really enjoyed this one, and I definitely would recommend it. It's just expensive, so I don't know if I will ever break down and buy a full size, but anytime I see this as a 100 point perk, I always get it. It's a no-brainer for me. I always grab one when it's a point perk, and I think that's how I got this particular little travel size, but I did finish that off. All right, let's get into the stuff that I haven't finished yet. Let's see where I'm at. You know what? Let's start with this. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It is the bronzer I'm wearing today. I want to start here because I haven't really made any progress. I think today's the first time I've worn it since it's in this project, because I forgot in my other project I have going on, my makeup use up for 2017, there is still a bronzer in that project. Originally there was 2 bronzers in that project. I finished one of them already pretty early on in the year, and the second one I'm still working on. So I kind of have been neglecting this one because I've been making the other one priority since I've been working on that one for a while. So I kind of wish I hadn't pulled this into the project because, again, I forgot I had another bronzer I've been working on. So I do love this bronzer, and I would love to be able to hit pan on it. I'm one of those people, I like to hit pan on as many products as I can. I want my products to be used. I want to get my money's worth and I want it to show usage. So it would be nice if I could hit pan on this. I'm just not feeling very confident that that's gonna happen since I'm working on the other one, but I still do enjoy using this bronzer. All right, next up, this is a product I can't really show you guys progress on. I was really hoping to have it used up by now because this was actually in my last project, my finished 13 by Halloween, and I rolled it over to this project because it wasn't finished. There's no way to see what's in here. By the way, I forgot to tell you what it is. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch it's like an under eye brightener. There's no way to see what's in here, so all I can tell is if it still keeps coming out, and so far it has been. It is a click up pen like this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It has kind of a peachy pink tone to it, so I put this underneath my concealer, and it just adds a little bit of brightness underneath the eye. It's not my favorite under eye brightener, but the more I've been using it, the more I'm enjoying it. So it's one of those, usually it goes one way or the other. When you're using products every day, it's easy to get burnt out on them, but sometimes you find that you like it better than you thought you did. And that's kind of what's been happening with this. I don't mind using it, but I still really want to use it up because it's been in 2 projects now and I'd really like to get it done before this project ends. All right, next up I had a concealer from NARS, and this is the NARS Radiant Concealer in the shade Vanilla. So when I pulled this into the project, you guys could see a little bit of the product on the sides. All right, so when I first started this project, as you can see, there were those little scrapes on the side a little bit. So you can see a few holes in the product. It did get to the point where I couldn't get anything out with the stopper in it, so I removed the stopper and now a ton of product is coming out. So now I'm like, oh, I thought I was almost done with this when I pulled it into the project, but since I removed the stopper, you guys, that's the first time I've done that with one of these. There is so much more product in here than I couldn't reach with the wand when the stopper was in there. So if you've never removed the stopper on one of these NARS creamy concealers, I highly recommend doing it because, yeah, like I said, I thought I had like 3 uses left in it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to remove the stopper, and now it's coming out like so much. Like I'm getting so much more product. It's crazy. So this is still going strong. I definitely have a lot of time left with this, and hopefully I can get it done before our next update. I have been using this daily underneath my eyes. I am wearing it today, and I actually really like it. I've been using it with the YSL brightener underneath. All right, let's talk about some powders next. So another product that rolled over from that last project, this is from Makeup Forever, and this is their HD finishing powder in a little travel size version. So this is, oh my gosh, you guys, this has been a challenge to get through this because it is one of those products where you need such a small amount that even though I didn't have much left, it's like it just keeps going. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna hold it on its side. You can definitely see progress. There is definitely progress. You can see the product is just down to this last little bit right here on the bottom. And it was to about here. So I mean, it's probably, I've used up about half of what was left, which was not much. But like I said, I've been using this every day. It's just the smallest amount is needed for it. It is starting to get harder to get out. I'm thinking about cutting out this netting so I can get to it easier because I'm really finding that I have to work really hard to like tap it really hard on the lid to get anything to come out. So I might remove the netting to get that last little bit. But I mean, I know I'll have this done by the last update. I better have this done by the last update. All right, and then another face powder that I've been working on, and this is from Maybelline. It is the Fit Me powder in shade number 110. I feel like the packaging doesn't look like this anymore. Does it still look like this? I can't remember. But I've had this for a long time, and I really do love this powder. Originally, when I showed it to you guys, I had not hit pan yet, and I said I just wanted to hit pan. So I have technically already achieved my goal on this product, but I figured I'll keep it in here and keep using it till the end of the project, and maybe I can use it up all the way. But this is where it's at right now. I think once I use up that Makeup Forever powder and I start using this more, it'll be even easier to get through. What I've been doing is some days I'll use the Makeup Forever powder just to set my under eye, and then I set the rest of my face with this. Or some days, because I'm trying so hard to use up that Makeup Forever one, I've been using that for my full face as well. So I have not been using this every day, but I've made really good progress, so I'm happy with that one. All right, next up is an eyeliner. So I am gonna try to show you guys a picture of where this liner was last time. I've been using it a lot. I am wearing it on my lower lash line today. It is like a shimmery brown. Let me show you a swatch. It's got kind of like a bronzy, shimmery brown color to it. It's from Almay. It's their Intense Eye color. I'll link all the products down below if you want to check anything out. But I'll show you guys what I have left. Eyeliners are tricky for me. I don't know about you guys, but I find eyeliners, I can use them like every single day, especially these roll-up ones, and never see a difference. With the ones where you have to sharpen them, you waste a little bit when you sharpen, so you can see a little progress, but I feel like with these ones, it's just like never ending. So I think this one was, yeah, this was definitely also a rollover from that Halloween project as well, but this is what I have left in this guy. So quite a bit of product still, but that is rolled up all the way. I feel like this is something I could get through relatively shortly. I just don't know if I'll be able to get through it in the next month because that's not very much time for an eyeliner. Next up, I do have an eyeshadow to show you guys. This is a single eyeshadow from Becca. I don't even think that, I know for sure, they don't make these anymore. I've had this a long time, but I love this color so much. I knew this would be easy for me to make some progress on because I love wearing it. It's in the shade Venus, and it's this beautiful kind of a peachy pink color, and it's got such a nice shimmer in there. So I have been wearing this a lot. I have not hit pan yet, but I can kind of see that I'm close to the pan. Like I can see the definition of the pan right in the center of the powder, so I feel like I'm gonna be there soon. Let me show you a swatch of it. So this is a swatch right here. It's a really good lid shade. I like putting this on my lid, and then you can really do all kinds of stuff with this particular eyeshadow. It's just a pretty like shimmery pink color, and I really like wearing it. I have been wearing it a lot in recent videos. I'm not wearing it today because I was trying to use this guy, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second. So I'm not wearing it today, but I have been wearing it quite a bit. And again, I'm just hoping to hit pan on that eyeshadow before the end of this project. All right, another product I'm just hoping to hit pan on, and that is from Josie Moran. This is the Argan Enlightenment Illuminating Veil Powder. So this honestly reminds me a lot of like the Hourglass powders. It is a very, very subtle highlight. Now, I don't like setting my full face with it because I don't like a very shiny, you know, glowy face too often, but you really could. I mean, it's a very, very subtle highlight. I have it right here. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. I am wearing it on my cheeks today, but I'm also wearing kind of a glowy blush, so it's a little bit more glow than it would be on its own, if that makes sense. So I do really, really like this. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit pan. I'll give you guys a close-up. I don't think you'll see any progress, even though I have been using it. It's one of those products where it's like, you know, highlighters, you just don't need much. So I don't know, maybe I'll try using it as a setting powder or even an under eye setting powder to see if I can get through it faster. You could even use it, I've been using it like on the inner corner of my eyes for a little inner corner highlight too, but it's, again, it's so subtle that it's just like barely there kind of a look. But I like it, I just don't know if I'm gonna hit pan on it. All right, and then of course I saved the palette for last. This is always the most exciting. This is the Lorac Pro 3 palette, and on this, again, I wanted to just make it look more used and abused. I really wanted this palette just to show its usage, that you could see that I've been using it, and at least hit pan on one shade. That was my goal. So I'll show you guys a picture first of where it was last time, and then I'll show you a close-up of where it is now. So this is where it is now. I think you can probably tell which shades I've been working on the most. You can actually see dips in some products now, which is good. Previously, I didn't feel like any of the shades had like a very big dip in it, but this one here I've been using a ton. I've also been using this a lot to set my full eyelid, but this one I feel like you can see the most difference in. So there is definitely a dip in that guy there. I've been using a little bit of everything though. I used on my eyes today, I have this, and this. So yeah, I feel like you can see a difference, but again, I haven't hit pan yet. So that is my goal. I would like to hit pan, so hopefully I can keep going on this and hit pan. I think the one that I'm most likely to hit pan on is that clay shade, because there is a good dip in that. There's a pretty good dip in that guy. So all right, you guys, so those are all the products that I have in this current project, my 12 pans of Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update, and my finale will be somewhere around the 1st of January. I don't know if it'll be right on the 1st of January because I also have my other makeup use up that has to end somewhere around there too, and a few other videos kind of planned in that time frame, but it's gonna be somewhere right around there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.